the people who would be involved are the testers, or you can also call them as the QA people, the quality assurance people. Okay. Then the document that they would be preparing, that too we won't be discussing right now over here, because the documents that needs to be prepared are the the test plan documents, then the test cases document, then the test data document, then the RTM, and a lot many things. Okay, which we would be covering up in the later sessions. So what all things needs to be done in testing and all, don't worry about that, we would be covering up later on. Now after the testing is done, if the testing is done properly, then we are going to deploy. So the phase is known as the deployment phase. Okay. Now what needs to be done in the deployment phase? You have to release the software to the client. And it is actually a combined effort of whole team. Okay. It is the effort of your project manager, the architects, the programmers, the testers, because they all are involved, the BA people, they all were involved in making of the software. Okay. So for deploying the software over there, then this is the combined effort, because your PM or your project manager will decide that who all people would be present at the deployment. Okay, so it entirely depends upon the project manager and the top management people. Okay, then after that, the document which is prepared over here is the user guide, or you can also say them as the manuals. Okay, so why are these things prepared, and what is the use of user guide or the manuals is, see, with whatever thing you buy in the market, you get a manual. Okay, if you are not aware of that particular thing, then you can just go through the manuals or the user guide and can get to know about it. Okay, similarly, while deploying the software, if while using the software, the user, the client finds any, he's not able to perform any task, then he could just go through the user manuals. Now, what all things are to be written in the user manual are that the software that you are delivering, whether it is compatible with the OS or not. Okay, and if it is compatible with the OS, then which type of OS it is compatible with. Okay, you'll have to jot down the versions of the and the types of the OS with which it is compatible. Okay, and if it is not compatible, then it with what type of OS it is not compatible. You will have to write down all those things in the user manuals. Then after that, you'll have to give the steps for if you have to download that software. Okay, if the user has to download that software, then you have to give the steps that how a user can download the software and can start using it. Okay, and if he face some problems, so all those things, the simple problems that any user can face, so you will have to write down all those things in your user guide. Okay, that is a type of a guide which a user can just look through it and can start using the software. So more and more details you are going to provide in the user details in your user guides, the more the software would be easy to be used by the clients and the users. Okay, clear with this thing, everyone? That what all are the phases of your software development life cycle? Okay, who all are the people who are involved, what they are going to do, and what documents they are going to prepare. Okay, the name of the documents, this is important because this is being used, these names are used in your technical team. Okay, you are not going to use simple terminologies or simple words. So you'll have to know about what this technical term means. Okay, anyone has any question? I would explain this thing one more time by taking one more example, but for now, is it clear to everyone? Anyone has any doubt, any question regarding? Okay. So let me just explain this thing one more time with another example. Suppose say I want an online banking application. Okay. To be built for me. Okay. So I want a software uh, on online banking. Okay. And I am a non-technical person. I come to you. Now over here we have 8 people who are present over here. Okay. In today's batch. So what I'll do, I'll assign the roles to you. Now you tell me that what needs to be done, and if I'll ask you some question you need to answer me, okay, since you are not answering on your own, so I have to do that. So Kavita and Peter, you be the business analyst people, okay, then Prasanna and Kumar, okay, so Prasanna and Kumar, you be the project manager, okay. Ronak, I want you to be the in the testing team. Tejaswita, you be the architect, okay, and Sarda, you be the development in the development team, okay. Sarda, I guess you are attending the batch for the first time, Sarda?
Yeah. Yes.
So before assigning the roles and before going forward with the things, can we just have a brief introduction about you?
Yeah, sure. I'm an homemaker. I have a son. He's 12 years old. He's going to 7th grade. So just I wanted to start my career. So that is the reason I wanted to join your class.
Okay, so you have IT background? Do you have IT?
No, 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 no. I
Okay.
don't have any.
Okay, no problem. And this is the first class only, so you have not missed anything. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I have seen your recording. Yeah, they have sent some link. So I have gone through that.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That sounds good. Okay, so we have assigned the roles now. Okay, so I would be coming to Kavita and Peter. So if I am a non-technical person, okay, and I want your company to build a software for me, which should be for online banking. Okay, now you suggest me that what should be there in the banking application. Okay, you are the BA people. Okay, I have just given you the requirements that I want. I'm a very non-technical person. I don't know anything about it. I just want that my users to use the banking application online. Okay, I want a facility for them, and I just want that their money should be secure, their information should be secured. Okay, no one else could be able to log in into their accounts and can see their details. Okay, and if they want to transfer the money or suppose say they want to pay some bills, so they should be able to pay all these things. Okay, so this is the requirement that I have given you. So I want that their information should be secured. Okay, and they should be able to pay some sort of bills that they want to, or they if they want to check their details. They should be able to check their details, and also some transfer also if they want to transfer the money, so they should be able to do all these things. And yeah, that's it. So now Kavita and Peter, are you there? Okay, so I have
Yeah.
understood you. Okay, so now since you are the BA people, you guide me that what should be the things and how will you guide, or how are you going to guide your technical team, or how are you going to prepare this document. Okay, so this is all from my side.
We'll have them have a login, like username and password, to get into the website first,
Okay.
and give them some requirement for password, saying maybe it's 8 digits, use special characters, limitations on that too.
Okay.
And then they should have options where they can see their balance, and let the PM know they can do online banking, transfer funds, be able to see their balance and make payments.
Mm-hmm. Kavita, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so anything apart from what Peter said?
I think all those information, we have to make the document about all those information, and we have to give it to the designers, I mean this project manager.
Okay. Okay. So what my business analyst people are saying, that there should be a login. Okay. Now once the login is done, then the user, or I could say that the authorized user, okay, he should be able to see the account summary. Okay. Then after that there should be some links, or there should be some buttons for paying the bills, and also there should be some buttons for transferring the funds also. Okay, if I want to transfer the funds, for transferring also. But don't you think that after doing all those things, there should be a logout link also, wherein the user should log out so his information is secured? I told you that all his information should get secured. Okay, so this logout is also very much important, right? Right, Kavita, Peter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Yeah. So we have to jot down each and everything. Okay, if he's saying that his information should get secured, means you have to prepare a software in such a manner that if he wants to, might be if there is a power failure, or his internet suddenly stopped working. Okay, so he's getting automatically logged out. So all those things also we need to take care. But as BA people, we don't need to do all those. Don't go into that much of detail. That is done by the architect and the programmers only. Okay. But a logout is something that a BA has to tell. Okay. That the client want that all his information should be secured. So there should be a logout. Now, so this is about. These all things should be done by the BA people in their BRD. Okay, so they should write down all those things. Now, I guess I have given the role of PM to Prasanna and Kumar. Am I right?
Yeah, Vidya.
Yes, ma'am.
So now tell me that BA people have given you this thing. Now, as the project manager, what are you going to do?
Yeah, with the help of the BRS, we had to plan, we had to schedule the timings by seeing the requirements, which takes how much time and which takes how much budget.
So you can roughly give me any time. We are not going to prepare any software, but just if we are taking ourselves as the BA, and we are taking other roles, so we can go ahead and can schedule some time also.
For the login requirement, some 5 days to 1 week.
Okay, so Prasanna, but we can't give like from 5 days to 1 week. Okay, you have to give considering the buffer time, you have to give a exact time. Okay, exact date or
Okay.
days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to say for login?
It would be 1 week.
Okay. Okay. Then
Account summary would be 3 days.
okay. So that should take 3 days. Mm-hmm.
And payment bills and transfers, it would be 1 week, and logout would be 1 week.
Okay, so payment and transfer combined, they should take
A week.
okay. Okay, then
The logout, it would be 1 week.
okay. Okay. Then Kumar, can you tell me the time? Sorry, the budget, the overall budget.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Kumar, I'm able to hear you.
Okay. I know I will go for the budget, but I have a little question in between, and I joined late. Probably you might have covered this before. You have here a business analyst, and you have the BRD, the business requirement document. That I understand well. Do you eliminate the place for the system analyst or the system requirement document, or you include the system analyst with the architect or
See,
manager, what you are saying? Are you making?
the system analyst people would be sitting over here only with the when they are going to decide the scheduling, the budgeting, and when the architect would be doing that would be included over here only. Okay.
Okay, all right, yes, okay, that's fine, I understand. So system analyst counts before the architect, I understand, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
All right, now what?
yes, carry on.
So all right, so what was the question you were asking me? I had my colleagues, he talked about the login and pay and transfer, the timing, and we're looking about the budget, right?
Yeah, she has given an estimate that she would need for login. She would need a week. Yeah, her team would need a week. Okay, and for the account, they would need 3 days for payment and for transferring. They would need a week, and again for logout 1 week. Okay, now since you are also the project manager, you have to now give the budget, the estimate about the budget.
Okay, well, so we go back to the business requirement. When we get the business requirement at the time, that's the time based on the requirement the client needs, the project manager and the other people would decide about the budget. So, and also how much manpower is needed to do all this. So I would recommend at this time, if I have a login that takes 1 week and 3 days per account and transfer 1 week and 1 week, I would say probably it should be somewhere in the tune of $50,000.
Okay. Okay. Prasanna, you have a question? Do you have a question?
Yeah, Vidya. Where comes the SRS document here?
See, that would be included over here only with the project plan. Okay, I would write it down over here.
Okay.
That would be the SRS. The system requirement specifications also would be included, wherein the architect would be giving his high-level designing. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So, as Kumar said that he would take the budget as he would estimate that it should go around some Some $50,000. Okay. Now, after all these things are being decided, okay, now comes the development phase. Oh, sorry. Then we have the architects who would be making the high level design. Now, I guess Tejaswita, you were the architect. Am I right? Hey, Tejaswita.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi. Yes. You said the same.
Mhm. Okay. So, as an architect, if you have to create the high level design for this BRD, how are you going to prepare this?
Yeah. First of all, I will create the flow of this project. Like what will happen. First of all, the login, then successful login. If not successful login, what will happen after successful login? What will happen? Like after authentication of the authorized user, it will go to his account or her account. Then over there, what will be the tabs or what will be the details to be displayed. Then if it clicks or like this pay bills or transfer, where it should go, which what do you say, what should be done over there, all these details will come, or that flow will come in picture.
Okay, very good.
And then yeah.
Okay, you want to explain more?
Yeah, and then maybe a platform. Architect will do think about this platform technology, all these things, or no? Like say this application or maybe this software should be developed in .NET or maybe some Java or something like that.
Yeah.
Will they also?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So based on that, maybe the resources required or the time to develop in the same. And then
so that could get affected. So this is why I said that your high level design and the PMP, the project managers, they have to work combined. They have to work in combined effort. They have to put in. Why? Because while creating the design, the architect would be able to know that how much manpower would be needed if you are going to create if you are going to create your software in suppose say Java, and you have many people present over there in your company in Java, okay, who know a good Java language, okay, so you can do the things. And also when the architect has prepared the design, then the project managers would be able to know, they would be able to estimate the timing also, okay, that how much time would be needed. And also they would be able to calculate the budget also from there.
Okay, based on the timeline.
Yeah, based upon that thing. So that is why they have to work hands in hand. Okay, so Tejaswita, that was very good. So what she told is, okay, I would not write it as separate. So that is considered under this only. So under this designing phase, what needs to be done is, your architect is going to prepare a rough design, or you can say a rough flow of the things. Okay, so he would write in that the first module should be the login module, okay, wherein if the user is entering a valid ID and his password is matching to that ID, then he should be able to log in into the application, okay. Else there should be a pop-up window should appear which should display any error message if suppose say your login and your ID and password are not matching with each other. So it should display that message on the pop-up window, okay. Now if the user has successfully